Hey Gemini, thank you so much for coming to your monthly love reading. For a while, I'm going to start doing monthlies until I can kind of get myself back on track. So this should resonate for Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Those of you that are cross-watching, welcome, welcome. It can be your situation or your partner's. It kind of just depends, to keep it 100. Take it how it resonates, and if it doesn't resonate, please feel free to check out one of your other signs. If you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to receive alerts for when I post my readings. Also, please feel free to comment because I always comment back. If I don't comment back, more than likely I just didn't see the comment. But for the most part, like 98% of the time, I do comment. Okay, so I want to throw that out there. If this reading does resonate and you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you always can do so by checking out my website, aaftarot.com. The link will be in the description below. Also, too, please feel free to follow me on Instagram. It's AccurateAFTarot. If you follow me, I'll follow you back because I really like to see, like, you know, what's popping with the Geminis. Well, mostly with everybody because I'm hella nosy. I think maybe that's it. I don't know. But I just really like interacting with you guys. So yeah, so with that being said, let's go ahead and hop our ass into November, okay? So I've already pulled who you're currently dealing with. We have the owl here. Some of you may be dealing with a Sag, possibly. Or I'm sorry. Yeah, no, a Sagittarius maybe, or maybe they have Sag in their chart. Some of you may also be dealing with a Taurus or a Capricorn or a Scorpio. This is coming through heavily. I was going to keep it pushing, but these guys wanted to fly out. Or some of you may also be dealing with a Leo. Okay. How does Gemini feel romantically about their person of interest in November? Let me keep it going. How does Gemini feel romantically about their person of interest? 8 of Wands. Okay. There's that Sag energy again. This person also may be at a distance from you. Okay. Maybe that's why there's all this Jupiter energy. That's kind of swirling. Sorry, I had to take a sip of the tea. Isn't that appropriate? Like, we're over here checking out tarot cards and then boom, we have the tea. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Okay. Sorry. Side note. I feel like you Geminis get me though. Like, you understand like my hella craziness. All right. Look, they're like, yes, bitch, we do. Hello. Lovers with the Fool. Okay, I'm going to put these back even though I was thinking about what your current situation is, okay? For some of you guys, I feel like you're taking a leap of faith in a new relationship that really makes you happy. What's the current situation with Gemini and their person of interest romantically? Okay, 4 of Cups reversed. Beautiful. That's Moon in Cancer. Some of you may have a Moon in Cancer, so for whatever reason, we're done pouting about something. What is the current obstacle? What's the current obstacle for Gemini with love and romance for November? What's the current obstacle for Gemini, their person of interest? Change, okay? It's interesting. For some reason, when I think about change, it's like you have to have a level of forward movement. It reminds me of like the Wheel of Fortune or like of death or transformation. So there's a lot of change that's going on here that I feel like we're just probably not adapting well to because maybe it logically doesn't make sense, okay? What's the best potential outcome here for Gemini and their person of interest for November 2019? Take a deep breath, Gemini, because I feel like everybody's hella tense right now, including myself, so maybe my ass needs to take a breath. What's the best potential outcome here for Gemini and their person of interest romantically? Ew, yes. Hello. Can I come in? 2 of Cups, okay? Some of you may have a Venus in Cancer. But I do want to say this. I feel like there's a big transformation. I feel like if there was something that you did not know about your partner, like you're starting to understand, this person may be opening up to you more. They may be really like expressing themselves in a very specific or certain way. Now, who are you dealing with? We do have the owl, okay? So it's 39, that breaks down to 3. 3 is all about Jupiter, about expansion, about luck and growth, right? So this can be somebody that you're expanding with. Maybe you're having a baby by this person, or there's plans of, you know, really taking to your relationship to the next level. You also can be at a distance from this person. This person also may have air in their chart, because owls, sometimes that reminds me of air. So Libra, Aquarius, or another Gemini, okay? Now, I feel like this person is very friendly, very sociable, very kind, outgoing, optimistic. They have a very funny sense of humor, one that you're very interested in, right? There's just a very positive person for the most part. I do think for you, you're very interested. The fact that this person is coming up as the owl, it's almost like they're on your same level as far as like communication is concerned, right? It's not like we got something like the tree, right? Where it's like, okay, that's earth and air. Usually earth and air are a little challenging going together, where I feel like air and air, however this person is communicating is the way that you communicate, okay? Now, this person is definitely, I feel like, came into your life at a situation when maybe things weren't so great. Maybe there was like a darker phase here, or a darker moment. And I feel like this person is sent to you, probably by your ancestors, because it's like there's a message here for you. This person has a very specific message that people that have passed on may want to express to you, or it's like from like the invisible world, right? Now, the fact that like a lot of us are getting woke right now because of the time, right? Think about it. It's the Aquarius age, or age of Aquarius. It's all about a different way of thinking. So more people are getting into tarot, getting into astrology, getting into, you know, just anything spiritual, right? So you may be actually showing this person like, hey, take a step into my office, let's talk. Or maybe they're doing this to you, but they're really here for you, to open you up and allow you to hear. There's something that's being said very, very strongly for you, Gemini, and I feel like we're not hearing it. I'm saying we, because, you know, my ass is a crazy Gemini. So there's something that's being said we're not getting. Also, too, I want to tell you this. If you think for 1 second your partner doesn't realize, like, let's say you say something and we're being a little like sassy, we're being sassy girls or sassy boys or whatever, like your partner picks up on that real quick. Like this person is highly intelligent, okay? And this person gets it. Like if you're trying to be, you know, an asshole on the low, like this person picks it up quick. Like, oh, okay. Just because they don't address you, or just because they don't say, hey, I don't like what you said, that doesn't mean that they don't hear it, right? So a lot of times we think, oh, you know, we just got away with it. But no, this person gets it all. Also, too, something about the owl that's very, very important is that if there is some type of negativity with your partner, whatever it may be, the owl is here to say it's mirroring you. The reason you're seeing their impurities or their insecurities or whatever it may be is because you are mirroring them. The owl is showing you places that you have to work on, okay? Now, I do have Judgment here with the King of Pentacles, okay? So these flipped out as I was talking, okay? So I always call this like Papa Smurf, like looking all sexy, you know, all buffed and ripped and lovely, has tattoos, flowers, very giving, very caring. King of Pentacles to me is either Taurus or it is Leo. You can be dealing with another earth sign as well, but I primarily take it for what it is, as well as Judgment, okay? I feel like this person kind of came out of nowhere and probably like took your world and just like shook it up and threw that shit down. And now you're over here like, what the hell just happened? I also feel like there's a level of judgment here, and it's based on partnership. It's based on balance. It's telling you like, hey, you need a level of balance here, okay? But it's also matched with the conversation. So this person may say things to you that make you think of things in a different manner, right? Like if you're somebody who is very realistic, maybe they're having you tap into a side that's maybe a more emotional side, right? But for whatever reason, it's something that's said here that's really having you acknowledge your past. And I'm saying your past because the Six of Swords is having that tough conversation about what's happened in order to have that forward movement forward, right? Or in order to have a progression forward. So I feel like for your partner here, it's like they've had some communication that's brought a level of judgment for yourself where you're like, oh shit, this is what I do, right? What's being communicated here with the Six of Swords, and that's Mercury in Aquarius. The Princess of Wands. Forward movement is necessary. Now, I am going to say this. Some of you Geminis, for whatever reason, and I don't know why I'm picking it up, you may have been dealing with a fire sign in the past, right? That was no good for you, that you had to move forward from, okay? And this person, right, is making you understand that whoever you were dealing with, they were a princess, they were a page, okay? And I don't know about you guys, but who do you want to deal with? This one or this one? Yeah, this one looks all sexy and lovely and all tan and bronze and all that good shit. But at the end of the day, this one doesn't have much to offer, where your King of Pentacles is ready to settle down. I feel like that's the judgment. I feel like that's what they're bringing to you. What do you want? Do you want a fuckboy or fuckgirl relationship, or do you want something solid, right? Gemini, it's up to you to decide, okay? And that's something that's coming across very strongly for your partner. Now, how you feel about them, you want to see them. This person may be at a distance. They may be from a different nationality than you. I already said it can be a Sag or a Leo. There's communication. You may have met this person on the internet, possibly dealing with an Aries or a Cancer, okay? Or this person makes you feel like the Queen of Wands. If you're dealing with a fire sign, you view this person as your perfect match. That's what I'm getting strongly. What's being communicated here with the Eight of Wands? What's Gemini communicating? How do they feel? Sadies? Okay. Strength with the Five of Pentacles. Okay? Leo and Taurus. I feel like something has to be let go in order to have forward movement. That's my thing. It can be a house situation. It can be finances. It's almost like you're telling somebody like, hey, we can do this, but you have to be strong enough in order to take that leap of faith. Why is the Five of Pentacles here? Why is the Five of Pentacles here? What is Gemini trying to communicate with the Five of Pentacles? The Hierophant. Fives. Very Taurus energy. It's very crazy to me. It's almost like you know what's right. I feel like that's what you're saying. Like, we have to do this the right way. And sometimes the right way is the hard way. I feel like that's being explained here. Sometimes the right way is the hard way. Like, I feel like you're saying that. But it's also about letting something go in order to have forward movement. How does Gemini feel about this Hierophant? Three of Pentacles, making it work. This person may not be as financially stable as you want, especially with the Five of Pentacles there. But I feel like for you, you feel like it's right to work with them. Like, let's work it out. Let's figure it out. Capricorn, Mars and Capricorn. Taking a level of action, but a very structured level of action. It's like being very realistic. Also too, I feel like with the Hierophant, this may be somebody that you're ready to marry, but you want this person to have the strength just to leave it behind, right? It's like almost like there's distance in between you guys and you have to let that shit go. Like, you want them to let that Five of Pentacles go. Like, for you, it's like it no longer serves you. Like, fucking move on. You know, it's very cut and dry. I feel like for Gemini, where your partner's having a harder time. What's Gemini's perception of their person of interest? Okay. Two of Cups. Again, Two of Cups here, Two of Cups there. That's Venus in Cancer. Gemini, I'm going to be honest, and I know there is a lot of Geminis with Gemini Venus or Cancer Venus. Your perception of this person is, one, this is somebody you definitely are in love with. The other thing that's coming through very heavily is like commitment is very important. You understand that that commitment is very important and it is a very sensitive issue to this person. You understand that maybe they or you need to give a level of security, comfort, and care, and really pay attention to their feelings, right? That can definitely be it. And also too, this relationship is very solid, especially with that Two of Cups. I do feel like somebody's worried about being left high and dry, which is why there is an over communication, right? Over communication. I feel like you both are the same. That's something that's mirroring. Gemini, if you're worried about being left, this person is also being worried about being left too. It's like you and this person are mirroring each other. And it's a very traditional or homey vibe. Like home is very important to you and this person. Wow. Justice. There's Venus, right? Heavy Venus energy. Libra, Taurus, Leo's heavy in here. Capricorn is heavy. Cancer is heavy. But I don't know if that's your signs or their signs. But there's definitely something here. You feel like this person is right for you. You feel like this person balances you out. You've made that decision in your head already. You may even view them as somebody that you are going to marry. Somebody that you're willing to completely commit to. No one understands the importance of a Gemini committing than a Gemini. Because what happens is Geminis don't commit to just anybody. Geminis will talk to 4 or 5 different people at one time before they meet the one person that they love, right? And 9 times out of 10, for me personally, if I'm talking to 5 different people, I'm not planning on settling down with any of them because those 5 people don't have what it takes to be that one person, or I would have cut off the other people to begin with, right? Where I feel like this one person, it has it all. It's like they're a jack of all trades. Like they have everything in their bag that you possibly could need or possibly could want. It's really cool to see. I'm going to be honest. Now, whoa. Get back in there. It was a 6 of Wands, which is still a good card, right? All right. So current situation, you have the 4 of Cups. That's Moon in Cancer. I feel like the situation prior, like, I don't know. I think that you were really, really waiting for security. You were very leery or about changing. Like there was something here where it required you to take a leap of faith, or it required you to accept somebody's emotional, like something that somebody was giving emotionally. And maybe for you, it was like you weren't ready for that because you had been hurt, right? It's like you were too busy dwelling on the hurt that you weren't able to accept what was being given. However, something's triggered with you guys where it's now like the 4 of Cups is reversed. And in my head, I said, why is it reversed? Because of the King of Wands. Leo, Aries, Sag, right? But to me, this is Leo. Because I'm going to tell you why. Because somebody came in and they straight up said to you, I want you. I know what I want. I don't need to make any other decisions. I've already have it in my head that I know how I want to move forward, and that's it. It's like this person isn't giving you the ability to have this 4 of Cups upright. It's like anytime you want to like run, you can't, because this person's like, get your ass back here. Oh, you're mad? Cool. You can be mad, but you go sit your ass in the corner. You know what I mean? Like this person's like, nah, you're mad? Okay, that's fine. Well, I'm mad too. And how are we going to fix it? Like this person isn't somebody that, you know, it's like that Keel and Peele thing, right? What is it? Megan. And it's like your jacket though, right? Where she's looking back constantly like, no, And then he's chasing her. Like, this is somebody that's going to chase you. This is somebody that knows what they want and they want you, and they're not willing to sacrifice that. And again, if you're a man dealing with a woman, then, you know, the same thing applies. This person knows what the hell they want, and they want you. They're like, no, you're mine. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to keep it 100 because I feel like I can. And even if I couldn't, I still would. I feel like that's hella attractive. That's hella sexy. I'm pissed off. Oh, you're mad? Okay, cool. So what are we going to do? Right? Are we going to stay mad at each other, or are you ready to be done? It's like this person isn't going to allow you to go sulk. This person isn't going to allow you to get stuck like in your ideas, in your head, because that's the worst part. When Gemini gets upset, and then we're left to our own devices and we can spin, right? That's where that fixation comes in. Where I feel like this person is like, nah, we ain't doing this today, fam. Bring that ass over here. And Gemini's like, oh my God, how could you say that? I'm still pissed. But then secretly we're over here smiling. Like, okay, yeah, you're right. I was being dramatic. Okay, you already know. How does Gemini feel about the current situation with them and their partner? The Hierophant. Gemini's like, listen, I'm ready to do this shit. Here's Taurus again. You know what you want. You know that this person is right. You've already made up your mind, I feel like. Wow, that just jumped out. Reverse. 5 of Pentacles reversed. It's like you're tired of being alone. And I feel like for you guys right now, for whatever reason, you're ready to settle down. Very, very ready for a level of stability. Like you're tired of being the one on the outside. How does Gemini's person of interest, how do they feel about the current situation between Gemini and them? Woo. Ace of Cups. They love it. They're like, yes. I told you I loved your ass. What didn't you believe? I said I wasn't like everybody else. I'm not going to hurt you. Right? 7 of Swords. I'm not going to do anything, you know, I'm not doing anything that you think is going to happen. Like, I'm being honest with you. That's what I feel like this person is saying. I don't know why, but that's what the fuck I think. And I'm going to stick to it. Now, as your current obstacle or block, you have change. There is a lot of change going on. And I think for you or your person, especially if your person is a fixed sign, all this change may be stressing them out, right? Fixed signs have a hard time changing. Gemini, if you're the one that has a lot of fixed energy, you may be having a hard time changing. This is about, you know, the number 9. It's also about being practical of what type of change can happen, right? It's like a Scorpio or Aries energy. It's very much about being tolerant, but also having to be practical or being impractical maybe. Why is change here? For the blocker obstacle. Oh my God, the Wheel of Fortune. And didn't I say that earlier, or am I tripping? Fuck, I always forget what I say. I have like Alzheimer's at like 33. I don't. No one get their panties in a bunch. I know someone's over there like, oh, I'm pissed. I'm going to dislike this. Fucking dislike it. It is what it is. There's a lot of change going on, right? And it's change for the good, though. It's like something had to change. But here's what's crazy is the High Priestess is here. Fucking Taurus again. Taurus or Cancer. These are major arcana, right? There's something that you don't see that's coming. What's being hidden here with the High Priestess? Ew, the 10 of Pentacles. Yes. Fuck yes. Hello, can I come in? That's Mercury and Virgo. There's a very open conversation going on here about how everything works. How do we change this? How do we fix our situation? If you guys are at a distance from one another, it's how do we fix the situation? How do we get closer to one another? If somebody's in a relationship, which I feel like that's not the case, you know, how do we take the necessary steps to move forward? Okay. But I feel like the reason that this is a block or obstacle is you don't realize how fast this is coming. This is coming faster than you think, especially with the Wheel of Fortune and the High Priestess. And I'm going to say this, Gemini, be careful what you ask for, because if you wanted something that was very stable and solid, this person is going to provide that, especially with that goddamn 10 of Pentacles. Yes. And look, you have the 8 of Wands, quick forward movement with the Emperor. Like, there's Aries. It's like this person knows exactly what they want, and it's like, it's you. Look, they're over here looking over like, yeah, I'm about to get that ass, okay? Like, this person knows exactly what they want, and they've already made their mind up. You may be nervous because it's starting to get closer and closer and closer, and things are starting to solidify where you're like, oh my God, it's fucking happening. Can this happen? How is this happening? Is this really real? What the fuck? I feel like there's a lot of like, what the fuck moments. Okay. For your outcome, you do have the 2 of Cups. Yes. Can I come through 2 of Cups? Okay. 2 of Cups. For your outcome for November, obviously, this is beautiful. We already discussed what Venus in Cancer is. If you want to know more about this, as well as how does your partner feel about you romantically, how do they want to move forward with you, what are they hiding, what are their next actions, advice, and the outcome, please feel free to click on the link in the comment section below. For those of you that are following me over to Vimeo, let's roll. Those of you that this has provided enough clarity, thank you so much. I love you guys. And don't forget to follow me on IG. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.